Hi, you're watching K-On! Trivial Facts and Random Thoughts, Episode 13. Here I point out the interesting details in Season 2 of K-On! Which you may have noticed or not. Errors may be made in this video, and some facts may not be 100% accurate, but if you find that I made a mistake, place a comment down in the comment section, or send me a message. Now, let's begin. At the start of this episode, we see Azusa trying to send Yui a text message. She's conflicted on what she's going to put. This is obvious, especially because she's trying to be formal and she's trying to start a conversation. When Azusa receives a text from Yui, you can see that she puts a cat in the message. This is for obvious reasons, of course. Shortly after, we find that Tsumugi is currently in Finland. This was foreshadowed back in episode 10 at the very beginning when Tsumugi was getting off the train. When the camera pans around Azusa's living room, we see Tan-chan in her tank. Now if the girls needed help from Sawako to get the tank from Tsumugi's house to the school, how do they get the tank from school to Azusa's? When Azusa has her daydreams, she loses her tan, like she has now, but it's more noticeable as the episode goes on. When Azusa brings Ui and Yui a watermelon, you can hear Yui play Fwa Fwa Time in the background. When Yui's mood changes with the watermelon and food poisoning, she still plays Fwa Fwa Time, except there are minor changes to the tempo and have minor transpositions. When Ui goes over to Azusa's house, she's confused to see Azusa with a dark tan. What's strange is that she didn't recognize her when she'd already seen her with a tan back in Season 1. When Azusa and Ui are at the doors of the jazz club, Azusa is strangely wearing a longer skirt than she normally does. When Azusa and Ui head over to the staff room, Sawako is the only one there. This helps support the fact that Sawako has a really small social life and family life. When Azusa and Ui are at the movie theater, Azusa has once again lost her tan. Also, note how they're both still in their school uniforms. They could have at least gone home and changed into some decent clothing. During the scary scenes of the movie, Azusa notices how Mio did not flinch at all. What she doesn't know is that the people in the background didn't flinch either. When Azusa and Ui decide to work as lottery assistants, Azusa has once again lost her tan. Ironically enough, the grand prize is a trip to Finland, and Tsumugi just came back from Finland in this daydream. Now I find it kind of odd that Tsumugi has another ticket and ironically gave it to Azusa when the grand prize was the only one that's left. But I guess anything can happen in a dream. When Azusa wakes up, she starts crying because she not only missed an imaginary chance to go to Finland, but she also missed the movie. If you ever fall asleep in a movie theater, you'll be saying that this was the worst insert price of admission I've ever spent. When we see Azusa meet up with Ui in June, it's the exact same place where Azusa met up with Ui in the beach episode in Season 1. I wonder how long that water slide actually is. Now this is the only daydream where we see Azusa with her tan. As Tsumugi's sliding down the water slide, her eyebrows turn upside down. Number 81. The swimsuit that the girls are wearing are all from episode 10 from the first season. Speaking about swimsuits, Azusa is the only girl who wears a one-piece swimsuit. When Azusa says that Yui has a lot to work on, this is the first time Ui takes it the right way instead of a compliment to Yui. The following face shows her disbelief. When Ritsu decides that everyone should get snow cones, you can see Tsumugi and Mio are standing off to the side, but the next angle and dialogue makes it seem like Mio and Tsumugi are already there. When the girls are eating their snow cones, Yui's is the color purple. Does that mean that there was an actual purple Argentina flavor available? When Tsumugi says that the goldfish might get eaten in Tan-chan's tank, her eyebrows turn upside down. Number 82. Mio is disturbed by the way Ritsu describes what would happen to the goldfish in Tan-chan's tank. For obvious reasons, there's no doubt that she'd make that face. The constant suggestion that Azusa is going to be left alone in the light music club brings up a good thought. What is she going to do? The series can't really end leaving the viewers unaware if Azusa has found any new members or not. The fact that Juna has been tempted to join and said that she would join if there's no new members brings up the plot for either one of three things: the final episode, an OVA, or at the very least a third season. Why do the Hirasawas have a random picture of a rabbit on their table? The postcard that Yui receives tells her that she shouldn't eat tempura with snow cones or else she'll get food poisoning. Strangely enough, the same can be said with watermelon, which is on the postcard. That about does it for this episode. On the next episode, it's a date with Ritsu and Tsumugi. Now, if you find something interesting in K-On!, something that makes you think, or something that I missed, contact me. And now, I'll see you later.
What the heck is in there?
Talk to the